Yo, what's good YouTube? Welcome to this new video. I hope you're doing well. Last time I showed you how you can mix your beats in Logic Pro, but I realized that I forgot to talk about sidechain compression, and it's a really important part of mixing rap, trap and drill beats. So let's talk about it today. Briefly, it's an effect that's really gonna help your kick stand out in your mix. It's gonna sound punchier and you will hear your kick better. Let's start this tutorial and let's learn about sidechain compression. Firstly, let's look at what sidechain compression is. As we already know, the compressor is an effect that is going to reduce the volume of the loudest parts. Now the sidechain is another instrument that is going to tell when the compressor should reduce the volume. For example, each time a kick hits, then the volume of another instrument, like a piano, guitar or a bass, will drop. Why would you want to do that? It's because your kick will stand out in your mix, you will hear it better, it will sound punchier and louder. It's really important for drill or for trap beats, for example. Let's just hear the guitar with the sidechain compression. Let's see how we can do it. It's very straightforward. I add a compressor on my guitar track. Here at the top right on sidechain, I select my kick, instrument, kick. Let's just look at the settings. I turn off the auto gain just because I don't want to compensate the volume. I put the attack on minimum so I have a very fast attack, and this way the compressor will reduce the volume as soon as possible. Then I turn off the auto release, and most of the time I put it around 100 and 150 milliseconds. If you want to reduce more the volume, you can play with the threshold. If your release is too long, then it will sound a bit weird. That was our first example. Let's do the same thing on the bass track. Same thing, I put the compressor on my bass track. Don't forget to put the sidechain with the kick. No auto gain, the attack on minimum, and no auto release. One thing we can do is to send all your instruments to a sidechain bus, and this way you will compress all your instruments at the same time. For example, here I'm gonna send all my guitars to a new bus. It doesn't matter the number, here I'm gonna send it to bus 20. If I had a piano, for example, I could send it to this bus as well. I could also send my cymbals, for example, or my bass. Here I'm gonna do it for the bass. You can change the name. And on this new bus, I'm gonna put the compressor. And as we can hear, if I solo this bus, I can hear the bass with the guitars. Let's play with the threshold. Let's listen to it with all the drums. Let's do a before and after, that's without the sidechain compression. And that's with the sidechain compression. It's quite subtle, but it just feels like the kick has a bit more power. Finally, I'm gonna show you sidechain compression on a different style. I'm not gonna do a trap or drill beat, let's do it on a lo-fi beat. In this example for lo-fi beats, or for other genres like old school hip-hop or even electronic music, you can use sidechain compression as a creative effect, not just a mixing trick, so I changed the parameters just so I hear it more. Just as an example, that's something you could do. By the way, if you like this song, link in the description to stream it on Spotify or Apple Music. It's my song, so check it out. A last trick that's very common in electronic music is to have the sidechain on every beat. To do that, you need to create a MIDI track and then to place the kick on every beat. Here I turn down the volume of the kick because I don't want to hear it. It's just to trigger the compressor. I can call this track trigger sidechain. And here I can select this track. That's the kind of effect you can do, and as we can hear, when there's no MIDI track, the compressor stops. And that's all I had to say about sidechain compression. I hope you liked it, I hope that you've learned something. As usual, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit the like button. It really helps me a lot to grow my channel, so subscribe. I see you very soon for a new tutorial. Bye bye!